Let's talk about something that pretty much everyone has to deal with at some point: handling difficult, toxic people. We're going to get into how you can protect your own peace of mind without getting sucked into a fight you can't win.
You know that feeling, right? That sense of being completely drained, just emotionally exhausted after you've had to interact with someone who's just constantly critical or manipulative or, just negative. It's like they have this special power to just suck all the energy right out of you.
So, when you feel like you're being attacked, what's your first instinct? Mine too. You want to argue, you want to defend yourself, you try to explain where you're coming from. But what's the result 9 times out of 10? It's not some happy resolution, it's just exhaustion, and usually even more conflict. It's a vicious cycle.
And that brings us to this really key idea, the unwinnable fight. A lot of psychology suggests that when you directly confront someone who is just committed to being toxic, you're not fixing things. You're actually just giving them more fuel for their fire. But, and this is the good news, there is a much better, much more effective way to handle it.
So here it is. This is the single most important shift you have to make. The goal is not to win the argument. It's not about proving them wrong and you right. The real goal here is self-preservation. It is all about protecting your own emotional energy so you can walk away from that interaction with your peace of mind still intact.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? How do we build up this defense? Well, the very first step is totally internal. It happens inside your own head. Before we can change our actions, we have to start by changing our thinking. It all begins with a new mindset.
And this, right here, is the core of that change. Instead of seeing their behavior as a direct personal attack on you, you start to see it for what it is, a pattern. They have a script. Maybe it's provoke, then blame, then criticize and repeat. Once you see it as just their predictable pattern, it loses so much of its power. It's not about you anymore.
This new mindset leads us straight to a really powerful tool called the gray rock method. And the name's kind of perfect, right? Think about it. People who thrive on drama are looking for a show. They're looking for a reaction. So the idea here is to become as boring, as uninteresting, as unresponsive as a plain old gray rock.
Yep, that's the whole goal. Just be calm, neutral, and uninteresting. You stop giving them the emotional feedback they're fishing for. When you don't give them that reward, what happens? They get bored, they lose interest, and very often, they'll just move on to find their drama somewhere else.
All right, so we've got the mindset sorted. But what do you actually do? What do you say when you're in the middle of one of these draining conversations? Let's get really practical and talk about your strategic actions.
Boundaries are everything, and they do not have to be aggressive. This little 3-step process is incredibly effective. First, just briefly acknowledge what they said. It can be as simple, "I hear you." Then, second, you calmly but very firmly state your limit, what you will not put up with. And third, and this is crucial, you end that particular engagement. You don't get into a debate about the boundary itself.
And here is a fantastic, ready-to-use line. You can literally just borrow this, saying something like, "I'm open to constructive feedback, but I won't engage in negative conversations like this," is just perfect. It's respectful, it's crystal clear, and it just shuts down the negativity without pouring gasoline on the fire.
But of course, you don't always need a big boundary statement. Sometimes the smartest strategy is just to limit your exposure. This isn't about running away, it's about taking control. You can make a conscious choice to shorten conversations, to avoid topics that you know are just landmines, or to simply spend less physical time in those draining situations.
So all of these are great tactics for managing things in the moment. But if you want real, long-term protection, we need to build something even stronger. And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, your strongest shield. And there it is. Your absolute best defense is built from the inside out. When you work on and cultivate your own emotional resilience, the words and actions of other people just have way less power over you. It's like you're wearing emotional armor. Their negativity might hit you, but it doesn't get through. And you build this resilience through practice, day in and day out. Things like mindfulness, which keeps you grounded, reflection, so you can understand yourself and your own triggers better, and of course, surrounding yourself with a healthy support system of positive people. These are the things that build up that strong inner core. So, let's pull all these threads together. When you combine this new way of thinking with these practical, strategic actions, and you're building up that resilient core, well, the outcome is incredibly powerful. You get to reclaim your peace,
because that's what this all boils down to, really. This isn't about just letting people walk all over you, not at all. It's about being smart. It's about being intentional. It's about looking at a situation and consciously choosing which battles are actually worth your precious, finite energy and which ones you can just let go.
I love this because it completely redefines what strength is. We're often taught that strength is about fighting back, winning the argument, having the last word. But true strength, that's an internal thing. It's the quiet power to stay calm under pressure, to hold your boundaries, and to fiercely protect your own well-being.
So I want to leave you with this one final thought to take with you. Just take a second and think about it. In your life right now, what battle are you fighting that just isn't worth your energy?